Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another video. Today we're going to talk about Dead City Season 2. The numbers are in for the Season 2 premiere, and we gotta say that they are not good at all. They are actually the lowest premiere numbers of any of the Walking Dead franchise spin-offs ever. And that includes shows like World Beyond and the last few seasons of the dumpster fire that was Fear. And it's really just discouraging and disappointing and everything, considering that the premiere of season 2 was really not that bad. I mean, yes, they are definitely dragging on these characters and they are taking particular storylines or everything, and they're constantly recycling them and regurgitating them and giving us the same story over and over. But to say that this is beyond disappointing is just kind of not saying enough. Where the season 2 premiere of Dead City, and this is just live numbers as far as people tuning in to AMC the night of the premiere, they only averaged 210,000 viewers for the premiere, the lowest numbers ever of any Walking Dead show. And it's just really disappointing and everything, considering, yes, it's not that great, and yes, they have just dragged on the characters, they've dragged on the franchise, and we would love to see them wrap everything up, but that's just not the direction that the producers and everything want to go, particularly Scott Gimple, who is solely responsible for the downfall of this franchise and this brand. And they really need to hand the reins back to someone else. He's done nothing but drive everything into the ground for quite some time. We can all kind of trace it back to a key moment, of course, which was the death of Carl. Yes, Carl was a very annoying character when he was younger. You just wanted to smack the shit out of that kid. But as he got older, as he found his own and everything, as he came to his own, we really enjoyed the character. It was on par with the comic book counterparts, and we were really hoping that he was going to take over the franchise. But then Scott Gimple made the very backstabby, shitty decision to fire him, even though they told him that he was going to be there for an extended period. He was looking at houses, he was going to school, all of this. He was setting himself up, and then they just turn around and rip the carpet out from underneath him and completely fucked him over. That is just the start of the hate for that man. And he's just continuously made dumb decisions, writing decisions, direction, everything. And with direction, as far as that's concerned, they have no direction. He has no direction for the show. He is just kind of playing it by ear, season by season, really just keeping those checks rolling in for himself because he doesn't want to take this stream of income away from himself, because he knows that if he does, he probably won't be getting any more shows for quite some time because of the reputation that he has built for himself with the Walking Dead fans and everything. And to see that the premiere, being the premiere, that the premiere of a series or the premiere of a season usually is the highest ranked episode of anything. And with it already showing low numbers, that doesn't bode well for the future, considering from what we hear anyways, they want to wrap it up after the fourth season, but they may not even get the chance because people have tuned out. They have gotten sick of the characters. They've gotten sick of the repeat stories. They've gotten sick of the fact that they're not taking the opportunity to wrap things up as they should and give us the reunions, give us a good final story. For the love of God, they need to put someone else in charge of writing. Now, Eli Jorne, who has done a fantastic job with the series, they've only given him so much to work with, and with him leaving, that kind of explains it all, because he doesn't want to stick around for the downfall of his creation, and he's probably being held back in some aspects because we all know, and there's just been so many rumors and speculations and everything, where Scott Gimple is notoriously, from what I understand anyways, very difficult to work with. He is very much in a power struggle constantly with people that want to do things for the show, or just bringing in bad writers. Is just all around, he has been bad for the brand and the franchise since he was brought in as chief content officer. And really, at this point, they just need to hand it back to Kirkman and the other people that were there at the beginning. Maybe bring back Frank Darabont, even though I know that's not going to happen, considering he really burned the bridges when he left and after he was fired and everything, and filing lawsuits and everything else. And honestly, I don't know if they've finished fighting those or not, what's going on there. But along with that, too, you have to consider the fact that this show is also competing with the same time slot and everything with The Last of Us Season 2. And yes, there's people that complain about that show and just beyond words how annoyed I am with that. I mean, it's a fucking television show, people. But people want to complain about the acting and the casting and all that. Yes, I have my reservations as far as could they have gotten someone better to play particular parts? Yes. But with that, I'm just accepting it is what it is. But with this, we're just in a very disappointing and discouraging and just everything bad about The Walking Dead right now, where they need to just take it, wrap it up, give it real direction, and they need to do away with Scott Gimple because he's done no favors for this franchise or anything, and they need to realize that, they need to recognize that, and show him the fucking door.
We just wish you would get the hell out of my face! Get out of my face! Get out!
Because he's done nothing good for the series. And if he had just, not killed Carl in the beginning, maybe he would have had a chance, but he made that decision. He screwed over Chandler Riggs, and that was part of the reason that Andrew Lincoln left in the first place, because he saw what was going on. He didn't like it. Yes, he got kind of swayed back into it, probably with a very hefty paycheck for every episode that he did of The Ones Who Live, but that still doesn't, bring things to a close, because we don't know if we're going to get him to come back, or Denai Guerrera, or any of our other original survivors from Alexandria to come back and close out this series, or just close out this franchise and this brand, because the way that he treats people. Because it's been rumored more than once. I mean, Chandler Riggs' dad even come out and said how Scott Gimple just basically completely fucked him over. And it's not been the same since. So we're really hoping that they find some direction, they find someone else to take this over and to wrap it up, because they continue to drag it on. That's been a lot of people's biggest complaints, that they continue to push out the same crap, and they take these people well past their sell-by date or what have you, and it's not been good for the story and everything. It's not been good for the characters. And with Daryl Dixon season 3 coming out, that's, to my surprise, has not gotten the lowest ratings, because again, I have not minced my words. I have not held back. That show is just borderline trash. I mean, I will continue to watch it just because I don't know.
I want to see how it ends.
But it's just really unfortunate that The Walking Dead used to be something so great and so original that they've just milked it for everything it's absolutely worth, and they continue to let Scott Gimple make the decisions that he's made, even though it's cost them money. It's cost them, probably actors that don't want to come back for the sole reason the way he treats people and everything else. So there's just so much working against them. It's hard to tell on whether or not Dead City is going to get that 4th season from all the rumors we've heard, or even 3rd season, where they are supposed to be wrapping it up. They're supposed to be bringing everything back together to kind of wrap it up and close out the characters and close out the story and everything. But with these numbers, it's hard to tell if they will even get that chance. But anyways, rant over, I guess. But if you enjoyed the video, you enjoyed my thoughts, or you have thoughts of your own, please be sure to leave those comments, leave those likes, and of course, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.